Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to tell you how you can do facial at home extractions. Now the first step is to sorry. First step is to exfoliate your face very well. Try not to use an exfoliator that has beads or seeds in them. And try not to use a brush. Some people like to exfoliate their face with a brush. The reason for this is that because after you exfoliate, you're going to steam your face and you're going to perform the extractions. And if you exfoliate a little with something that's a bit too strong, it's really going to hurt when you steam, and it's going to hurt even more when you extract. What I use is Soothie's, the squat cream. I don't know if you can see that. As you can see here, it says you're not for sale. It's because I got someone to buy this wholesale price for me, which was really good. Unfortunately, this person no longer works in the beauty line, so after I finish this, I don't know where to buy it anymore. It's really sad. But it's very good. Now, how you exfoliate is also important. You want to exfoliate for about more than 10 minutes, not more than 20 minutes. If you exfoliate, if you don't spend enough time, you cannot really loosen up the blackheads from your skin. Let's say, for example, my tip of my finger is a blackhead. You just exfoliate for a while. It's still going to be really hard, but if you can exfoliate longer, it won't come out, most likely, but it'll be loosened so that when you extract, it's going to be easier. And basically, you want to exfoliate, you want to use these parts of your hand because it will cover more of your face. I used to do this and my mom would scream at me, she said, "You're gonna take forever!" Okay. And you want to get into these parts of your face, these parts. And here, the blackheads are usually pointing downwards. So you want to go like this, or like this, any way you want. And also for your forehead, if you have wrinkles, like lines here, it's good to exfoliate this way to sort of smoothen them out. And just let the exfoliant with, salicylic acid or whatever get into your skin. Choose an exfoliant that's suitable for your skin too. Mine is oily anyway. And you do that when it dries. The exfoliant will dry. You add water. And then you keep rubbing it. And when it dries, you add water. Keep rubbing it, like I mentioned, and when it dries, you keep adding. You do that for about 20 minutes and then you wash it off, and then you're ready to steam your face. Now, you don't need a professional steamer. I've seen this kind of at-home facial steamer that looks like a blender, this kind of shape, but in the plastic there's a hole for you to put your face, and it will steam upwards. Now, when you put water into the steamer, it's best to use distilled water because there's no minerals or anything in it to clog up your steamer. You steam for about 20 minutes, roughly. It depends on your skin. If you're new to facials, you cannot stand taking the steam so long, you can stop. Or when you feel like your skin has really been loosened up, sometimes you steam it for a certain time, you can feel the skin like, ugh, because all the heat's inside. Yeah, basically it means that your pores are already kind of open, so you can stop steaming. And after you finish steaming, you wipe your face dry, preferably with a tissue because they're the cleanest things around, and then you can start extracting. Now, if you're doing facials on yourself, the best time to extract would be in the daytime where there's sunlight, because I find that with sunlight it's the easiest to see yourself. If you're getting someone else to do it for you, just get them to have a really good light. There are lights that you use for facials, maybe I'll show you that later. But if you do it yourself, get really as bright sunlight as possible and a magnifying mirror, and you can see very clearly all the blackheads on your face. And if you're doing it on yourself, you know where all the blackheads are. A good sign of a blackhead or a whitehead is that if a part of your face is very itchy but you can't see anything, and when you start scratching, something comes out, it's a blackhead or a whitehead. Yeah, that's a good sign. And how you want to extract, this is an extractor. I don't know if you can see that. It's just, sometimes they call it a blackhead remover. My mom, when she does facials for me, she always does the nose first. I don't know why. I asked her, does it make any difference? And she's like, you can start anywhere you want. So I was like, okay, nose. How she does it is that you want to squeeze and then you want to press downwards. I'm not pressing as hard because I'm not really doing a facial, but you don't want to press it too hard, of course. You just want to go down like this. Yeah, you get the idea, just this direction. Beauticians will do that because they don't know where exactly are the blackheads are, but if you know there are like some blackheads here, yeah, you can press like this. And then here, you know, on the sides here, because the nose is usually the most dirty part. And also there's this part of the nose here. It's kind of painful to squeeze. What you want to do is you want to put this thing at an angle and go upwards. You can go upwards or you can go downwards, it's up to you, but upwards it tends to be kind of painful, so I like to go downwards, but my mom is always doing it upwards. I can't remember how to do it. Yeah, something like this. But if you do see that there's a really big whitehead, yeah, you can just press it straight down and wait for it to come out. And here, just scraping motions, you know, just to sort of harvest the blackheads, I don't know. And if here, this is the fleshy part of your cheek, you just, if you find any, you just want to press gently. But because there's no bone underneath, so it's a little difficult, but you just want to press gently. You know, not too soft that you don't feel anything coming out, but not too hard where you feel pain. Because pain is a good indication that it's gonna leave a scar. So you don't want that. Here, just press straight down. I don't know if you can see, but this part of my skin is really bad, so I put some cream on. Just press. If you find anything here, just be near the eye, just be really careful. Just press. Hold it really firm, you know, don't let it slip. Press, etc. Here. Scraping motion, but here it's usually very difficult to come off. Occasionally you can just press. Sometimes I get them all the way up here. If you have difficulty like looking at yourself, you may want to get more than one mirror, but I don't know how you're gonna do that because my mom does facials for me.